Okay, so we're going to start off with a PAIL rail for hip external rotation. To do that, we need to get into a 90-90 sit. If we're limited on internal rotation on the other side, we can sit on a bench or a box or a bed or anything like that, as long as our knee is in line with our hip and our foot is in line with our knee at 90 degrees. To start this PAIL rail, what I want you to do is I want you to sit up nice and tall with your shoulders square with the tibia here. I want you to lean forward until you can feel a stretch in your glute. So in this instance, I can feel it in my left glute. And I want you to place your hands on the bed or the plinth in front of you and hold that stretch for 30 seconds. So while we're holding that stretch, I'll walk you through what the PAIL rail will entail. So the PAIL rail will entail, we're going to start building up into imaginary scales underneath our shin and underneath our knee. We're going to build up to 100% over about 15 to 20 seconds. At 60%, I want you to take your hands away from the bed, make fists, trying to radiate all the force from your upper body into that hip joint, trying to push down with the glute into the bed. Once we get to 100%, we're going to hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. I want this to be a true 100% max if you can, without pain on the inside of your hip as you're pushing down. Then what I want you to do is we're going to relax those muscles. We're going to activate the opposite muscles and we're going to try and lift this tibia up off the bed or the stool or the bench or anything like that. We're going to use those muscles to lift up and actually draw ourselves further down towards the bed or the bench. Okay, so I'm going to go through it with you. I'm going to go through 2 PAIL rails. So to do a normal workout for your glute, I'd typically say start with 2. So you can do 2 with me, and if you want to do another one afterwards, you're more than welcome to do so. So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you're pushing down through these 2 scales here. I want you to imagine that you're starting to build up that force down into the bed using this glute here. I want you to slowly build up. We're at about 20% now, 30, 40. Remember, at 60% now, I want you to tense your upper body, and I want you to try and help push down using that upper body. We're now at 70%, 80%, 90. We're now at 100, we're going to hold for 15 seconds as hard as we can. So we're going to hold there for 15 seconds, pushing down as hard as we can into the table. So we're aiming for you to feel the muscles on the back of this left hip. We're holding for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going to relax those glutes. We're going to activate the opposite muscles, the ones on the inside and the front of our hip, and we're going to try and draw our body down as far as we can down towards the plinth, or the bed, or the couch, or whatever you're on. We're going to keep pulling ourselves down for 15 seconds. So keep pulling, keep breathing as you're doing so, don't hold your breath, but I want you to pull down as hard as you can for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can relax those muscles. Hands come onto the plinth in front of you. I want you to relax, hold this position for 30 seconds. So we're going to hold there for 30 seconds before we start doing the whole process again. So that's 1 PAIL rail done now. What you should find is that you're actually a bit further forward than when we started. So as you can see, I hope you can see I've come forward just a little bit, maybe 10 degrees, 5 degrees. That's good. That means we're making progress. We're now going to strengthen ourselves in this new range. Okay, end of 30 seconds now. What I want you to do now is, again, imagine the scales under the knee and the foot. You're going to start building up that pressure down into the table. So I'm going to start pushing down. Again, the push is coming from the left hip in this instance. It can be your right if you're doing the other way around. We're building up. We're at 40%, 50, 60. We're bracing through our upper bodies. We're really trying to push down through that table. We're holding for 10. So we should be at 70, 80, 90, 100. We're at 100%. We're going to hold there for 15 seconds. Keep pushing down, keep breathing. We're holding for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3. Keep your body nice and straight. Don't let yourself crumple through the back. 2, 1. Again, you're going to relax those glutes. Activate the ones on the front and the inside. You're going to try and draw yourself further down as far as you can. Again, we're holding there for 15 seconds. Keep pulling. 13, 12, 11, 10. Keep pulling yourself down. Keep pulling yourself down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax there, place your hands on the table, hold in that position for another 30 seconds. So we've just finished a PAIL rail for hip external rotation. We've done 2 of them, so we should find ourselves quite a lot further forward. You might find the muscles on the back of your hip quite sore at the moment. So if you're gonna finish here, get up nice and slowly. Don't be surprised if it's a bit sore as you get up. That's absolutely fine. If you want to go one more, if everything's feeling okay, if you think you can go a bit further and you want to work a bit harder, then do so now. Follow the same process. Again, 15 seconds maximally pushing down, and then the opposite pulling up. I do want you to finish with a good 30-second stretch at the end range. Once we've finished that 30 seconds, we can stop there, and that's our hip external rotation PAIL rail.